This is the Art Beauty Podcast where we tell the real truth about the fake shit. I'm Amber, and today my fabulous and gorgeous co-host is Ms. Cynthia Aguilar. She's the international esthetician for Natura Bissé, an extremely luxe, gorgeous line. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Hi, Amber. I'm so excited to be here today with you.
I am so excited too. Now, prior to us sort of starting this off, you were telling me that you're in Mexico City.
I am. Right now, I'm in Mexico City.
I'm so jealous. I was recently in Tulum, and in New York today, it is like 40 degrees out, and I miss the warm weather.
I know. Well, right now in Mexico City, it's weird. You get all kinds of weathers in just one day. So it'll be like freezing in the morning. Then at noon, you have to take everything off. Then in the afternoon, it'll rain, and then again, cover yourself up again.
I mean, that's really interesting though, because like you need to, especially going into the skincare, that means you kind of need to have a little bit of everything here, right? Like I know in New York, we do too.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, talking about skincare, you need products specifically to really hydrate and make your skin defend against all those external aggressors, you know?
Yeah. And Mexico City is probably like New York, where you've got like a lot more pollution than, let's say, if you're living out in the beautiful countryside somewhere. I know we are kind of coming out of the winter now, and I can't wait because my skin, it's funny. The other day I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, I just feel old, and I just feel like, ugh. And I said to my girlfriend, I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling so blah. And she's like, well, because it's, February.
Exactly. It's that time of year where you are like, it's winter,
Over it.
Skin is drier. I feel older. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And that very same thing just happened to me because I just had a birthday and I was like,
happy birthday.
Thank you. But you always get that when you're getting closer to 40s, you always get that like, I'm getting older. I'm going into 40s. I'm old. So my skincare routine has definitely changed.
Well, I agree with that. Like I'm partly. So I am now 42 years old, and I have to tell you, and I hope anybody who's listening, this is not like an obnoxious thing, but I think in many ways I look the best that I ever have. And I think a lot of that is also because mentally I'm in a much better place than I was in my 20s or 30s. My party heyday is like, well, I'm not going to say it's over because it's never going to be over, but it's not as, I'm not out every night, late night. And just in like a happiness and settled point in my life. Don't get me wrong. There are days where I'm like, what am I doing? I'm such an imposter. But for the most part, I feel like I'm at a secure where I'm like, okay, if I gain or lose 5 pounds, that's okay, because that's just what it is. If I have days where I'm like, oh, my skin isn't so good, I add a little bit more water. I throw in a better serum, moisturizer, and we can kind of get on that. I'm glad you're talking about this though, because we know that Natura Bissé just launched a brand new Bourgeois serum, the Diamond Extreme Serum, which we will be talking about. But one of the things I love is that your brand is really pushing this idea right now of ageless beauty, which kind of ties into what we're talking about.
Exactly. Couldn't be more, in sync when we started talking about this.
But so what is this concept of ageless beauty?
This concept of ageless beauty is really about embracing yourself, embracing your age, and embracing your beauty as you age too. We don't want to make you feel like you're 50 and looking 20, but being 40, 45, 50 and looking your best, embracing that you are looking your best, and just embracing the fact that it's okay to age gracefully.
I have to say I'm so lucky because my mother, who I think is the most beautiful woman on the planet, both inside and out, she has said to me time and time again, and she's now, sorry, Mom, but she's in her 70s. And it's funny. I was going to go get Botox with her, and she's like, I don't really mind the lines around my eyes, because it's really shown that I've had a life of smiles and laughter and wonderfulness. And I was so impressed by that statement, because I do think that there is still this pressure for women to want to look young. However, I think that it's getting away from like, okay, I'm 70, I want to look 50, or I'm 50, I want to look 30, and more like I want to look the best that I can at this
This
possible point in my life.
that absolutely, I totally agree with that, and get rid of that pressure that we have, and that pressure that we have, from social media, society, and all this. It's too much. Sometimes it's just too much, and you gotta embrace that you will look your best at whatever age. It's part of life, it's part of this process. So that's what we want to communicate. We want to communicate ageless beauty. It's okay, you will still look and feel your best.
Right. And, I bet there's a lot of women out there, especially who maybe are on the more mature side, or who have more life experience, let's say, who are wondering, like, what can I be? Is it too late? Is it too late for me to start to really fix my skin, to take really good control of my skin? What do you think about that?
I think it's never too late. I mean, sometimes what I always say, it's better always, of course, to prevent than to correct.
Right.
But there's a lot of women. I just had a talk with a girl yesterday who was like, I never cared about my skin. I was like 20, 25, and I was looking my best and gorgeous and just youthful skin. But then I turned into my 30s and I was like, I haven't done anything for myself, and I can see it on my skin now.
Yeah.
And she was asking me just that. She was like, can I do something? I was like, of course you can always do something. It's never too late. You can always do something for your skin, for it to look and of course feel better. Because I think that also when you start to see the differences on your skin, you will start to emotionally feel better. That will of course be reflected on your skin as well. Our skin is just, a part of, it's very connected with our emotions. So
Oh, sure.
when you're feeling good, your skin will reveal that you are feeling good.
We recently did a podcast on women's sexual health, which is like a new area that people are starting to talk about, and how women who had sexual experiences 3 or more times a week, whether with a partner or by themselves, looked 10 years younger than their chronological age. And I said, amen to that. But you're saying like our skin is such a part of our overall wellness. It is our biggest organ, and it's going to reflect what we're feeling inside, how we're taking care of ourselves, and certainly our emotional and mental state as well.
Absolutely. It reflects everything from our emotions to our health. If we are feeling sick, you will see it immediately on your skin. It's connected to every part of our body's emotions, feelings, thoughts. So yes, the minute you start taking care of it, it's just taking care of yourself as a general rule,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Now, I feel like, well, first of all, you have gorgeous, radiant skin. Amazing. So I'm going to want to ask you later exactly what you're using. But I know that Natura Bissé just launched a new serum. And for people who don't know, I'd like to sort of give an introduction to the brand. So Natura Bissé is a very luxurious line, right? Started in Barcelona.
Yes.
And you are loved by celebrity makeup artists like Jillian Dempsey. She used it on celebrities like Reese Witherspoon and Hathaway, Cara Delevingne, all of whom have stunning, gorgeous skin. What do you think it is about the brand as a whole that makes it so popular?
I mean, Natura Bissé was born in 1979, so we've been
Me too.
around. Oh, yes. So we've been around for a while now, and Natura Bissé was born out of the spa world. It started as a professional line only. So then what we were able to do was to take those professional results at home. So whenever you are applying a product, it's like you're taking a professional product for you to use at home. So you will be able to see results. And I think that's why celebrities and people all around the world really love the brand, because they are really able to see differences on the skin from the inside out. You know what I mean? It's not just that you apply the product and you see instant results, but they fade away real quick. It's like you can really and actually see how your skin transforms from the inside out, and you have results for a long time. So I think that's part of why celebrities are really in love with Natura Bissé.
And now you use a lot of ingredients that are really found in nature, right? I know that the brand founder, and maybe you can correct me on this story, but he noticed that people who are working with amino acids had
Yes.
very soft and beautiful hands.
Yes. So that's where Natura Bissé came from. He started noticing, he was like a very intelligent man and vivacious man, you know? So he noticed it right away, and he was working in the food industry. So those were amino acids for the food industry.
Okay.
And he thought, maybe these amino acids can be good for the skin. And that's how he came up with the idea. Now, amino acids are an essential part of all of our products. And what do amino acids do on their skin? Well, they have the capacity to go really deep into the skin layers and make this difference for the skin from the inside out. And that's what has made us different from the beginning.
Okay, I love that. And now, we cannot skirt around this, right? These are very high priced products, but I believe that they have to deliver on their promises for people to keep buying them. When you look at reviews on, about the Natura Bissé brand, it is like consistently, these are like life-changing products. And I know that really, would you say the star of the line is the Diamond Extreme Cream?
Extreme Cream, yes, that's one of our top seller products. And I mean, I'm gonna go back to the point where you said that these are like high price point products, and they are not just because they're Natura Bissé. I mean,
Right.
It's because they incorporate like really high quality ingredients and in high quantities as well. So
Right.
that's what makes a product also increase their costs. It's not just because
Oh, yeah.
Natura Bissé, then we should sell it out at X amount of dollars. It's because of the ingredients that are inside that makes the product really increase their value.
Well, and let me tell you, I get what you're saying. Like, this isn't like, and I'm not going to poo-poo on Chanel or any of their products, but this is not like a, big name fashion brand who's just putting their name on a product and now we can charge 100 times more for it. You actually are sourcing expensive quality ingredients. Can you talk about some of, and we will get to the new launch, which we're very excited about, but let's talk a little bit. So the Diamond Extreme Cream, again, when I say it is a luxury product, we just keep things real here. It is, I don't want my listeners saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. But what are some of the star ingredients in this that make it literally one of the stars of your line?
Now, this cream is a top seller, and it's because we call it a smart cream.
Okay.
Why do we call it a smart cream? Well, first of all, it incorporates an ingredient that's called Artemia Salina. Now, this ingredient energizes the skin. It provides energy to the skin to be able to look radiant and glowing. And if you take a look at the texture right now, Amber is showing it, a little goes a really long way.
Yeah.
And it incorporates a supplement of lipids that are identical to your skin. So it provides the skin with this hydration that it really needs. It will give you whatever you need, talking about hydration. Now, it also has another ingredient that makes this cream really smart. And that ingredient is going to help with cell renewal. So you get all in this cream. You get hydration, you get this cell renewal turnover faster, and so you will get a lifting effect. You will get those lines and wrinkles minimized. The texture of it is really amazing, and even though for some people may look a little bit maybe heavy, it's really not.
Oh, I don't think so. I wish you could see on my hands right now. So I have it on one hand and not the other, and my skin drinks this up. It feels lovely, and it doesn't leave like a greasy shine. At least on my skin, it just absorbs right in, but my skin feels soft and plump.
I used to think about this cream before. Like, I've been with the company for 10 years now.
Oh,
yes. When I started—
no wonder you've got that gorgeous skin. Okay.
I'm going to tell you a secret about my skin. I do have very good skin, but I think honestly. 50% of that is just my genetics. I
Yeah.
have really good skin genetics. But of course, the other 50% comes from using high quality products. I've been using the brand for 10 years now, so I can really see the difference on my skin.
Yeah.
I am a person who drinks water. I don't really enjoy the sun. I'm someone who will never forget to apply SPF. I can forget my phone, which is very difficult that I forget my phone, but I can forget my phone first before forgetting to apply SPF.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm the same way. Every day I apply SPF every single day because I know from doing so many interviews with such prestigious doctors that they say like 90% of visible aging is coming from sun damage.
yes,
That's
absolutely.
an insane amount, right? So 90% of what, like you said right at the top, better to prevent than to try to correct. But it is nice to know that we have products that can help correct some of the things that we've done.
But I was telling you about the Diamond Extreme Cream. When I first started working in Natura Bissé, at that point in time, I felt like Diamond Extreme was too much for my skin. So I would only use it at night.
Sure.
But then I started using it during the day and I could really see the difference. So, I mean, I play a lot around with my skincare products. Sometimes I'll be using Diamond, but sometimes I'll be using products from other collections. But the Diamond Extreme Cream has been one of the products that I swear by ever since I started working here.
So I actually met you through New Beauty. It's funny. I have here. So the little, when we did New Beauty Live, we had these juicy deluxe samples, which people were so excited of the Cocoon, Diamond Cocoon, which is like the tinted, which I put on this morning. I was like, okay, I'm going to just squeeze out a little bit. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful formula. Like I said, not greasy. Our chief content officer loves this at New Beauty. She is
Really?
like, this brand is absolutely one of her favorites. But you do bring up a good point. You know, I think that as I went into my 40s, I was a person who never really used a moisturizer at night. I occasionally during the winter I would, but a lot of times the serum, if it was hydrating, would be enough. But now I'm starting to see that my skin, you know, as we get older, we need a little bit of that moisture. And I feel like the next step is like face oils for me are still a little too heavy for me personally. But 10 years, I'm thinking that that's going to be it. You know, once you start going through the change in menopause and your skin really, the estrogen levels drop, you're going to need all that hydration that you can get.
And you know what? I'm so glad that you pointed out that now that you would only use a serum and thought that was it. I don't need anything else, right? Now, let me tell you a little bit about why you need a serum plus a moisturizer.
Okay.
Think about the serum as the product that has the most active ingredients in it. It has the highest concentration of active ingredients in it. That's also why you will always find the serum to be a little bit more expensive versus a moisturizer, just because it has more active ingredients in it. Okay, so I stole this quote from one of our trainers. Think of the serum as the tequila of the party.
Oh, now you're talking my language, sister.
So the serum is the tequila of the party. It's like really, really what's going to give that life and glow and make the difference on your skin. But then you need the moisturizer to be able to seal in that serum. So you always need the two of them. The serum is going to give you all that concentration of active ingredients, but then the moisturizer, it's going to provide you with whatever ingredients it has in it, but it's going to make that seal on the skin so that the serum can penetrate deeper into the skin, stay there, and really provide benefits to the skin.
I love that we're talking about Serum 101, and thank you for that, because I think that people, myself included, don't realize that. And so you're saying you want to do a serum night and day, do you think?
Yes, night and day, I would say always. I mean, if you are just starting with your skincare routine, you are not very disciplined, maybe you forget, maybe, I don't know, you're just not into skincare that much, start at least applying the serum during the day and your moisturizer. Then as you start seeing results, and of course your skin will ask for it, at night, again, I need that boost of hydration, that boost of whatever the serum you are using is going to give you, and the moisturizer as well. But for me, it's always day and night. If we would have to live in the perfect world, it would be day and night.
I love that. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Diamond Extreme here, which literally just launched. Who is this for? Let's talk to me. Give me all the goods on this.
This really is for everyone. This is an energizing, rejuvenating serum. So let's talk about the concept of energy a little bit. Okay. So you need energy for basically everything, right? I mean, the concept of energy is just as old as life itself. You need energy to wake up. You need energy to think. You need energy maybe to work out, to do all of your activities during the day. Now, the skin needs energy too, just to be able to function properly. I mean, think about, and probably you've never realized this, but the skin has certain functions during the day and has very different functions during the night. Now, for those two functions, the skin needs energy. Now, talking about the functions that the skin has during the day, it has to protect and defend. Now, protect and defend against what? Probably you're wondering. Well, everything basically, right? From
pollution,
the sun,
light, right?
Pollution, blue light, basically everything. And during the night, the skin needs to go into repairing and regenerating mode.
Right.
If you ask celebrities, one of their beauty secrets, they will always say, sleep good, sleep at least 7 to 8 hours. And that's very true. That's very true. Just because during the night, it's when the skin regenerates, replenishes, and repairs itself. So what this serum is going to do, it's going to provide you with that energy, with the energy that the skin needs to protect and defend during the day, and replenish, regenerate, or rebalance during the night. So that's why I love this serum like so much. When I first tried it, I thought, it has a light texture. It has a nice texture. It has a really nice scent. It feels good. But after using it for like 3 to 4 days straight, I could see the difference on my skin. I could really see how the skin I need to rephrase. I started to see how my skin tone was more even. I started to see how my skin got a little bit more lifted. It looked more, glowing and radiant. So that's what basically this serum is going to do on your skin. Provide you with that energy to function properly during the day and the night.
And so I think these days too, we're so bombarded by so many different types of products. Like you need an antioxidant and an SPF, and you need the obviously the moisturizers. What would you say this sort of replaces, or how do we incorporate this into our routine?
Well, what I love about this serum is that it is so lightweight that you can layer it with whatever serum you are using right now. I like to use it on its own.
Okay.
But that's the way that I prefer it. But if you are like a skincare junkie and you absolutely love to use a lot of products, you could even layer it with another serum. Like you said, probably you are using an antioxidant serum. You can use this serum because it's very lightweight. You can use it first. The Diamond Extreme serum would go first. And then on top of this one, you can use your antioxidant serum, and it's going to provide the skin with that energy to really be able to use then the antioxidants from the other serum, So
great. But do you feel like, if we're like starting a skincare routine or looking to listen, sometimes I like to do a little bit of a detox. I use a lot of different products, and I found that every once in a while, I really need to pare down my routine because we don't want to over bombard the skin. We want to take care of that skin barrier. You don't want to constantly be putting it under attack. And I work with a beauty magazine. So, I'm constantly trying new things or new procedures. And every once in a while, I'm like, all right, I have to just kind of dial back this. And I really feel like this is a nice combo to go to, because do you feel like it's just enough to cleanse your face, use the serum, follow with the moisturizer, and then in the day, some sort of an SPF?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, with just these two products, you have enough ingredients there to make your skin feel more luminous and hydrated, and it boosts the skin with that energy that I've been talking about. So with this combo of products, you have more than enough. If for some reason you're like, I need to cut down my skincare product, I'm just gonna go with 2. This would be your perfect combo. Absolutely.
And what about retinol? Do we need to add like a retinol in there, or does the Diamond Extreme sort of have some ingredients to help with the cell turnover?
I mean, the moisturizer, do you remember I mentioned that it supplies like this energy to the skin, and that it also helps with skin renewal.
Okay.
So you could do it, and then in maybe a couple of weeks, months, or whenever you feel ready, you can incorporate retinol, because retinol is always good for the skin as well, especially for that cell turnover, to push that cell turnover. So yes, you could incorporate it without a problem.
Great. And then I know my hands right now feel so lovely. And I do want to say, you mentioned the scent before. A lot of the times I will use sort of these medical grade skincare products, and they just smell bad. And it's funny, last night when I was sort of snuggling up to my husband, he's like, "Oh, your face smells delicious." And I was like, "Thank you." Well,
you use the Diamond Extreme? Yes.
Yeah, it does. It smells like you just left the spa.
You don't know how many people come to me and say, this smells just like spa.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. I mean,
it's got, what is it, like a lavender?
A lavender scent. Yes. So
Beautiful.
Everyone who tries the product for the first time are like, it smells good, but it's not a scent that it's too loud either,
No,
it's like,
no, not overpowering.
I mean, you won't feel like overwhelmed by the scent, because it's just a really light scent that you love, that it's going to be like spa scent, but we are more focused and concentrated in the actual results. But we don't want to give you a product that smells horrible either,
Okay. Yeah, no, of course not. This is part of that overall luxury experience that your brand is known for delivering. Before I let you go, I do want to ask, like, of all the products in the line, like, what are some of the combinations that you're loving? What are some of the products that you feel like are really, we might want to highlight?
I mean, one of my recent favorite combinations, of course, is the Diamond Extreme Serum with the Diamond Extreme. That's my top one, I think, right now. There's another combo that I love. I don't have the products here with me, but it's one of my favorite ones. And it's the Essential Shock Intense Complex, which is like a firming serum. And then on top of that, I like to use the High Density Lift from our Inhibit collection, which gives you like a feeling and plumping effect on the skin. So that's one of my favorite combos too. And I would have to say that the Diamond Glyco Extreme Peel with
heard about this. This has retinol in it, right? That has a retinol in it? No,
that one has AHAs in it.
Okay.
But it has a really high concentration of AHAs in it. So you really see a difference the moment you apply that product. It's like a before and after Diamond Glyco Extreme Peel.
Is that like a once a week treatment, or?
That is twice a week treatment. It's a chemical exfoliant. So we recommend to use it twice a week for 6 weeks. And we recommend to use it for 6 weeks, just because think about how, if you ever go to the gym and work out the same thing exactly every day, your muscles will get used to it. Well, the same thing happens to the skin. So we recommend to do segments of 6 weeks, then stop and use another kind of exfoliation. And then again, take the Diamond Glyco Extreme Peel for 6 weeks, and your skin will absolutely love it.
What a great tip. They say that for hair too. And a good thing with hair is, like, after you've used a bottle of shampoo and conditioner, switch to something. It can be within the same brand, but switch to a different formula, because otherwise your hair is not going to be sort of showing the benefits. It gets used to it. And probably the same thing with skin. So when we're using a serum and a moisturizer, maybe switch that up after the bottle to kind of give your skin a break.
Or even, if you think about the seasons, maybe during winter time, you can use one moisturizer and one serum. And then when we switch to summer, change to a different serum and a moisturizer. And that is going to help your skin, boost that vitality in it and really take advantage of the ingredients. Because yes, I mean, like everything in our bodies gets used to the same stimulus.
Totally. And now, I know that we talked before about people who layer stuff, but it sounds like you personally, you're really just like a one serum, one moisturizer kind of gal.
I am just like a one serum and one moisturizer girl, but I change my skincare a lot.
Okay.
So that's why I don't layer that much, but it's just because I am constantly changing. I am always trying new things within the brand. I am, like the lab kind of
Oh,
mouth sometimes.
listen, nobody at home listening right now is crying either of us a river. I know getting to work with New Beauty, I am so lucky because I get to try so many things, but I like to switch it up. And I also like to remind people, you have to, like you said, using the gym analogy, you have to give products the time to work. You're not going to, I know you said within 3 or 4 days you started to see results, but sometimes it takes a couple weeks. You want to get through the bottle. I really try to do that when I'm testing products because otherwise you just would never really know. I like to give everything a little bit of a fair shot and a fair run.
Yes, I always like to recommend people to use products for at least 15 days to
Okay.
really be able to see the difference and to be really able just to test out the product. Mhm.
Right. I absolutely love chatting with you today. Oh, last one. Do you have an SPF that you love?
I do have an SPF that I love. It's from Natura Bissé, but it only sells in Mexico right now. So it is from Natura Bissé. It has a little bit of tint in it, but
Mm,
exclusive to
that's
Mexico.
funny because I was looking at because there are no SPFs that are sold here, are there?
No, not for the moment, but we are working on it. Maybe there'll be surprises later on.
Oh, well, we will break it here first. You have to let me know because that is something that
We'll
we
give
would
you the scoop.
love to have. Cynthia, I want to thank you so much for your time. And we're so excited. If people want to know more about the new Diamond Extreme Serum, where can they go?
They can go to naturabisse.com or they can visit us as well on Instagram at naturabisse_USA.
I love that. And by the way, if you want to know more about the smart energy complex that is powering this, there is a lot of great information on the Natura Bissé website.
Yes. And I mean, otherwise, I can always be happy to come back and talk a little bit more about the smart energy complex and the products and share just beauty tips with you.
We would love to have you. It's always wonderful to have such a luxurious, fancy, delicious, gorgeous brand on. And I want to say to everybody at home, if you have questions you want me to pass on to the Natura Bissé team, I'm always happy to do that. You can email me at hello@artbeautypodcast.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and right here on YouTube at Art Beauty Podcast. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.
For having me, Amber.